I love you. I'm going to remind you every day how much I love you. That's it.
There's an 8. This is like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is like when you're gonna go on and have a career. Yeah, no, for sure. When you're doing this at like 3 years old and you're a little murky. Yeah. Voiceover or.
Oh,
No, that's Italian. Yeah.
That was legit. Yeah.
what's legit? What's legit? Spent more money partying than rent in 1 month. That's legit. Tell me. Ugh.
I feel like it's kind of like a white person thing.
Tell me who this is. Or this used to be you. Tell me about this spent more money partying than rent in 1 month. I do believe that somebody talked a lot of shit on you for doing this shit, and now something's coming back. Well, this could be, I mean, why are you helping them? Why are you helping them out again? You know they're going to spend all their money on drugs or alcohol or gambling, whatever this is. Tower moment. Oh, shit. This usually comes from family members, right? Let me get some letters. AT. God, these fucking cards. Somebody put glue or something sticky on some cards to try to win at gin, rummy, or poker. AJ. ATJE and TR. Is there a name that starts with AER, like aerosol? Somebody didn't name themselves aerosol, like Marisol, did they? AJR. Nope. She's a beauty. AJR. Nah, there's too much. Hold on. Stay with me. God damn, you motherfuckers are impatient. I can feel it. Nope. Tell me more about this. You know what I think? I think that for those of you who've done this, you know, you have a pretty, well, we'll call it a rocky life. You have a rocky life, yeah? You don't see it that way because I feel like these tower moments are just, it's like, here we go. I finally get a little bit of balance and then boom. I don't think somebody understood the reason why you spent your money on drugs and alcohol, okay? I feel like you always are betrayed. You always have this disappointment. It's always something. And I feel like you're a good fucking person. I feel like it's justifiable more with you. Let's find out who you are. This person can't use that. You know, I don't feel targeted like we're going to use that. It just feels to me like you may have just had some bad luck. Or you have a series of events where you started drinking and doing drugs. And tell me who this is, please. PU. Blank. EM. And this would be used to me. I feel like the reason that the one person would spend their money on their rent money is because they don't use people. There's a big difference here. And I'm not saying that it's a better outcome, but it just means if you don't feel like you deserve it from someone, you would rather put yourself in a position, and you're not the kind of person that calls people and tells them that your situation is dire. Okay, they find out from other people. And then sometimes these will be the same people that'll say, well, why didn't you tell us? Why do we have to hear from so-and-so? And it's like, well, the last time I told you, it was a nonstop riot act. Even months after I started doing better, it still got brought up somehow. So it's a combination usually of why someone gets to the point where they become known as the motherfucker that's going to spend rent money on drugs or alcohol or prostitutes, right? Every time I try to get back up, or I do, I get kicked back down again. But you don't talk about it. That's the thing. Does that work for you or against you? It's different for everybody, I guess, right? I see argue as well here, and it could just be, and there's nothing here that you rather not argue. Like, you're the kind of person where if I get evicted because of this, you just deal with what comes. I guess until the situation gets to the point where you can't remedy it, which is usually you wind up in prison, at the hospital, or you're dead. Stolen from wealthy family. I'm getting upset. You people, I don't know why I said that, just get over it. You guys are usually, I guess we're finding out now, the ones who were taken from families and part of a sick experiment to put you in situations where you constantly, look, for the one who did this shit and you're just a horrible excuse maker, you're going to have to just deal with this being evicted today. Somebody's going to get kicked out today. Just deal with it. All right, I got kicked out. Well, I wasn't really kicked out, but all right, and I don't like to make excuses for myself, but I do know that I'm a responsible person when it comes to money. I'm not who everybody thinks I am. I don't even look like her, but this is where I'm at, okay? And I have also, myself, constantly run into mishaps in my life, feeling like the better I do, the bigger the hit comes afterward. It is possible. You guys are constantly being spoken down to. It's like they want to break you down because you were born into a wealthy family. Can we remind everybody, please, for like the dipshits that think that they're higher up than us? We were born into the family. You understand? We didn't sign up. I mean, maybe we did, but I mean, maybe there's a spiritual contract or some weird shit that happens in the ethers, and you say, yes, I will incarnate, but there's a reason why that happened then. Let's say that there's a contract signed, and now you're set to incarnate on this date at a specific time. It could be that specific. I'm at fault here. You know what I mean? I'm guessing if you did and you were born into a family like that, it was because of your lineage and you do good things with money. You understand? Then they separate you now, and it's for greed. I don't understand why you would separate these children. You wouldn't want them in your life somehow because they're the attractors. You understand? Maybe if people started understanding this a little more, the people who want to separate these types of people, some of them are still children, and you're thinking of doing this shit, I can't understand why you would work against yourself like that. These are the kids and the people where you just you being around them, something great happens in your life. Even if your mood just changes and your health changes, you feel me? Right. This is why I do this. This is why I'm hot. Yeah. I mean, some of you're hot, but I mean, you're hot all the time. This is what people say about you. You run hot or you're short fused. And it's like, look at this shit. Here comes betrayal, shit talking, constantly getting my heart broken, always sitting there debating on where I'm going to fucking go, constantly shit blowing up in my face. Maybe it's because I'm this good person. Tell me about this stolen from wealthy family. Oh, this is multiple times. This is constantly being stolen. They could have, your family could have even, if you're not constantly stolen from different families, was it passed to multiple families? Because I talked about that before. It would be great if somebody that knew about this experiment could actually do a fucking movie on this. Forget them. Let's just assume that we are them. You understand? We are the high of the high when it comes to this shit. And I feel like the stolen from a wealthy family is that you're constantly cheating death, constantly in the face of, this feels like destruction and death and poverty and fighting and horrible friendships and relationships. But the good thing here is, tell me what the good thing is here. I feel like all of you now can recognize, or it's gonna come to the point where you all recognize that this definitely could be me. You are the ones that are targeted the heaviest. Why wouldn't this be? Okay, why though? There she is. I mean, there could be some people that were looking for you since you were a child, and now your name's all different and everything like that. And let's just say this out loud. All children that were stolen from wealthy families, no matter how old they are, will be brought back to that wealth. It just has to be. The world is too chaotic. This shit with the world is the outcome of separating these children from their families. Now, it doesn't have to be that you were even stolen. Some of your fucking disgusting family members didn't like that you were a beautiful child when you came out, or that you got a lot of attention, and they sold you. You were trafficked in some way. What happens then when someone like you is trafficked? I feel like you fit in everywhere you go. That pissed off some family members who have been following you their entire lives, JP. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is with people when it comes to me personally, okay? I do what I have to do in every situation. That's what I do. And I'm pretty sure that some of the people who are agitated by that are some of the people who taught me these skills. It has been a consistent thing for me to have men in my life who teach me things, and I learn from them, and I even practice those teachings. And then if I, for some reason, if I attain something or even have something good said about me using those tools, I become some kind of threat in some way. I would be the type of person where it's like, well, looky here. I told you that doing it my way was going to benefit you. You fucking proved me right. Thank you. That's how I would be. I can't figure out what this thing is, this tug and pull with me and certain males. But I'm pretty sure I was one of those kids. And it's just because of how different I am, different even with family, different with people that I encounter on a daily basis. My mindset is different. My respect for currency is different. My ability to problem solve, quick critical thinking. This is all a billionaire mindset. This is just it. Tell me what's going to happen. All right, we already know that this is a thing. I think this is becoming more known worldwide about these kids being kidnapped and used for attracting wealth. Is really, what do they think, that when you're older now you just have no fucking worth? Is that what it is? It could have been that these 1%, they attained all their wealth through doing rituals, whatever this is. Some of it got real fucking sick and dark, and you're adults and you're sex addicts not realizing why you're prostitutes, strippers, and sex addicts, and it was because you were continuously assaulted as a child. You know, we don't know what we've been through or someone else has been through as a child, which determines not their fate, but the kind of decisions that they make. And for most of you, you still make the best decision possible in spite of having this done to you as a child. This is where your memory being skewed is going to work for you. Some of you may be shown things if you meditate, if you close your eyes, or in your sleep, if you pay attention to that shit anymore. LOL, I'm dying. Do you feel like you're dying? I feel like I'm being hit real quick with something in my lungs from somewhere else. Every time that you even think about doing that shit to me, you're just going to drop dead. I'm curious to see how this works. But yeah, these are the types of people who remain true to who they are. And I think that part of this experiment was trying to see if you would eventually mold to fit the environment they put you in. Now you do, because the laws of power come into play. These are the children, these are the souls, the beings who practice this naturally. So it's not so much that you mold and you get along with everybody, but you know when you need to just be, right? And when you need to speak up. It's not kissing ass, it's just This isn't an argument that I'm willing to get into. It's not going to get me anywhere. You may have to kiss somebody's ass and give them a cut. It's not really kissing ass, though. It bothers me when I say that. I will give a compliment that I don't even mean if I need to get something. That's a business. It's a billionaire mindset. Tell me what's going to happen. Tell me what's going to happen now because of this karma for stealing it. It feels vigilante. You may all wind up, that's it. I will no longer be your flying monkey, and here's the man-child underneath, okay? For you men that feel like this is for you, some of you think, or you know that you are, but it's just you. You become a man-child like that, you know? Some of you need to get out of this because you are these wealthy men, and you were taken. You don't have it any better or worse than anyone else. Please stop thinking this way. It's unattractive, and we need this. You understand? We need this. This is what's going to happen. You become eventually, some of you become flying monkeys for family members because it just seems easier when you're this type of person. And others of you, you refuse to, and this is why you're usually shunned or outcasted. If you won't do my dirty work, if you won't gossip about this one with me, or you won't dislike them today, because I do, I'm going to turn my back on you. Everything is conditional. Vigilantes, this is what they're going to have a passion for. These are men. King of Wands. That's extreme passion. And they're going to stay loyal to this. And I feel like you're all going to become friends. You understand? Because they're still doing this. This is something that's, history keeps repeating itself. Only the child trafficking and the pedophilia got way, way out of control with this shit. It used to be for money reasons. It used to be for doing rituals. I don't know when the sex rituals started coming in, but this shit is way, way, way far gone. It needs to stop. We need men to protect children now who are born into wealthy families where people are already planning on taking them. There are women that are pregnant in wealthy families, and you have friends and family members already having meetings to take this child from you. And they're thinking, how do we replace this child? This is some shit they already thought about. Well, if we kidnap them, if we take them when they're that young, they won't even recognize what they looked like, you know? So they're going to make sure you keep your child in your room. Don't let that child go with the nurses and sit in another fucking rooms. I want this child. This is your child. If you have to say to them, if they say, well, this is protocol in the hospital, send me the fuck home, then I want to go home. My child, you're not taking this kid out of the room. You come in here. I'm paying you. My insurance is paying you. Work for me while I'm here. I'm a patient, goddammit. I'm not a fucking prisoner here. This is a part of your body, man. You don't know who's taking your child. A lot of times they have masks on, right? You don't know where they're taking this child. You don't know if they're putting that child somewhere else and now bringing another child back in because somebody already paid for your child, Donna. The value of DNA and bloodline to certain beings and certain people when it comes to wealth. This is where it has to come down to this. How much fucking money do I need? You know what I mean? If nobody steps in and does this shit, then these people who do this are thinking, I mean, this is my career. Why would I stop? Until they're stolen now. Maybe that's what has to happen. Maybe there'll be some people who just wind up being around the right place at the right time, the right people. And they'll hear some idiots, right? Here he is smoking a cigarette, having fucking coffee, talking with his boys outside of Wawa. Yeah, we're going to go kidnap this one. Last time, I thought I was going to get more for it, but, maybe we'll make up for it this time. Let's hope that they will be kidnapped. I don't know what's going to happen, but the right people will know what to do. Somebody is on a boat. Magical mouths. Well, I said I love you. It's disgusting, really. How much I love you. I mean, this motherfucker's on a boat by himself. Are you attracting this vigilante man? Let's find another word for that. I feel like people hear that word. Wasn't there a movie with Olivia? Who's that beautiful woman? Oh, you know, Olivia. Where she was the vigilante. I saw it, and she wound up whooping dudes' asses who beat up women and shit. You know, I can't. I know most of the women on the planet can't stand me. I don't feel like it's me you can't stand. I think it's you want a reason to not like me. You could just act like I don't exist and that shit would go away. But some of you you're spending too much time focusing on me, even if it's negatively. I thrive off of it, so it's not doing anything to me, but I feel like you're making yourself sick off of it. You don't like me. I get it. I probably don't like you either. Let's just leave it at that. The same thing with the men who seem to have a problem with, I don't know what it is. I get attacked 24/7. I have fucking $700 in my bank account. My parents don't want me in their fucking life. It's like, what, I have no friends. I have no relationship. I barely see my son. What more? You know, be careful of saying that you want me dead and you thrive off of this life I have. You understand? That greed, that for the one who's salivating, Yule Jenner? Yule? Okay, Brenner, Yule, Jenner. I'm not sure. I don't even know who the fuck you are. You may have gotten teased for that name because that's the first thing I did. I felt like teasing you. So you could have been bullied for something. And I could remind you of your biggest bully. I could be them. You know what I mean? If for me to bully somebody, you would have to have shown yourself as a bully, though. I'm not a bully, but I would have. 2220, there it is. I could have. We could have went to school together, and I don't even know. Who knows? I mean, what I'm feeling is there are a lot of people, even in Hollywood, that I feel like could have grown up in my area, where we all separated. Some of us could be fucking siblings and be part of octuplets and shit. You never know. Or cousins, right? Hear my pain. Let's see. I want to make things right. Oh, I was supposed to look up another name for vigilante. This is going to be just dragged on. I hope this is for people who don't have shit to do with their life. This message here. Welcome. This guy is 17. He looks 35. And then there are the opposites that seem to attract horrible attention too. The ones who are 35 but look 17. That's usually the ones born into wealthy families. It's a DNA thing all the way. Vigilante. Protector, avenger, punisher. These terms refer to individuals who take justice into their own hands, often outside of legal authority. I'm excited. You could be two people that are like this, or just a bunch of people. How do we know that this already didn't transpire in the past and we were all separated and then placed in situations? And if they place you in a stressful enough situation, they don't have to erase your memory any other way. That's all your focus is now, what is this? I got 6 fucking kids. I'm on EBT and shit. And then even that's iffy. That's all you focus on. That's enough to just wipe any memory, right? There's somebody here who... This is slow movement. Maybe they're not moving quick enough. Because what happens is, this is, I want to see you, I want to come near you, and then what? This could be they stop somewhere. If they're traveling to come see you, this could be they stop in some town or area and it's like, boom, Knight of Swords. What is this interference or distraction? This could be arrest. Getting arrested. Oh, you know they're keeping all seeing eye on these types of people. So what do? You'd have to move different. You have to speak different. You can't tell anybody this is the mindset you're in. Yeah, this is jail. This is somebody setting someone up to say that they're stealing. That's what this looks like. You stole. No, I fucking didn't. This is constantly being locked up. This is ancestors and other supernatural stuff. I feel like, though, this is it. Is this your husband? Is this a husband or something? Or this is complete. Look at this. Look at this man. This is. That's who he is. This must be the ultimate when it comes to this type of punisher, we'll say. Huge threat to the system. This must have been somebody that was kidnapped at birth because they're special. Now they realize I have to play both sides. I have to teeter back and forth. Okay? This motherfucker may be getting on a bus. This is marriage. Is this your husband that doesn't? Well, maybe he doesn't want to be married. Maybe this needs to be taken off the table, whether we're married or not. Maybe the fact that both of you are like this is just the important thing. You know, why does there have to be something that's locked down like that, right? Yeah, yes. Can we just have some sex, crazy sex, please, and just block out the whole commitment thing? This is sex addict to me. It's addicted to dick. That's what this is. The house that I'm building. Tell me. I don't know if this person here. Why does money have to be something? I don't understand. This is a standstill. Oh, maybe they need to. There's. I'll tell you what. Would it be crazy to say that there's somebody who, this is air, land, and sea, motherfucker, and now what do they have left? Sea. I'm telling you, there's somebody here who's traveling, and they meet water often. Look at this. Look, I'm rolling. There's a bicycle. I'm motherfucker rode a bike for a little bit. All right. There's a fucking, and this doesn't have to be right, literally, but there's that, and then I even stopped off in a small town and met some goddamn kids. This feels like a movie in itself. Here you go. I'm gonna pay you for your bike, kind of shit, right? I got caught up. It could be a flat tire. God damn it. And then here's another bike. And said, motherfucker went and stole somebody's bike. Crossed over some small amount of water and whatnot. You know what I mean? Damn, this one's a little bit rockier. Some more fucking water, finally land. That's what I feel like. And then now I only have a certain amount of money and I have to get across somewhere. I feel like somebody is willing to swim across the English Channel. This is also when you're stolen from this family, how far away you'll be taken from the family. Yeah, Taurus. This is a fucking husband or something. This is how committed somebody is. Or they're going to do this. Run it. Right, this is Forrest Gump meets all the running Forrest Gump and even the bubble gum, right? Is this your child too? This could be an apology. I mean, this Page of Cups is an apology, but I feel like that. Why is this Page of Cups here? You both, with the child thing, could have been both. You're both vigilantes. You're both those types. You were both stolen from wealthy families, and I feel like there's some force bringing the two of you back together in some way, but there's always going to be problems that come with that because of this side, right? Like, here we are. We see you, motherfucker. I don't even know if it's actually people. I think it's a thing. I'm going to make sure that you struggling like a motherfucker during this trip, right? And I'm going to cause all kinds of blockages for you, but they are committed. I'm committed. Since a child, I feel like it's been like this. Are there any of you out there who feel like what I said in the beginning of my message, that you grew up with someone, it was boy, girl, you were best friends? This is when boys and girls were best friends, and when you could play at the playground and shit and not feel like half the playground wants to separate you. Back then, and how much the world has changed. Even since you were children like this, I feel like people have always felt some kind of way about the two of you being together. This reminds me of that movie with Sanaa Lathan. Was that her? When they met as children and they were both hip-hop, right? I forget what that was, but it's shit like that. Where are you, right? I think the two of you as kids, if you remember it, could have even dealt with bullies and shit in school together. And you're both just really gifted here. What is this? This is what you're fated for. Just standing up, right? It doesn't have to be anything in particular. This is. I feel like the two of you know that this is something that's destined or fated or something like that. Or one of you knew. What do we do now? I guess let it be known to the universe that you wish to be in this person's life. And I don't even know about the universe. I'm fucking agitated with the universe. Just let it be known. I guess just put it out there. We're just gonna act. This is me now. There's no God. There's no universe. Fuck it. There's some quantum computer that feels it can read my energy and feel what I desire. That's what I'm gonna say. All right. I'm not gonna say anything in words. I feel like words can fuck shit up when it comes to this type of shit. See ya.